Happy Independence Day, friends. It is very unfortunate that we have one of the greatest legends in the stock market, Indian stock market, Mr. Rakesh Jhunwala, taking the heavenly abode. We pray that the soul rest in peace, and you've been a great inspiration for all of us. Thank you so much for all your great quotes. We wish and hope that we are able to understand, implement in our daily stock market investments. Few of the quotes I would like to read in respect of the legend. One I think which I really love is build a fighting spirit, take the bad with the good. And hold on to a stock if will give return and not because emotionally attached to it. How true it is. And every word he say, I am sure we all would have observed in our day-to-day lives. Markets are unpredictable. He was a great inspiration to all of us, and many times I observed people tend to buy the same stocks whenever he bought. The only hitch we always had is we never used to know when he exited. Now coming back to what we are expecting today, that's on 16th August after the Independence Day, we still feel that we are pretty bullish. Of course, we might be overbought. We some time back, I think, when market was somewhere at these levels. I remember somewhere on 15th of July where we were mentioning 15th or maybe not 11th of July we were mentioning, and that FI seems to be buying, and post this market has actually been moving up, and in fact there was a good breakout here. It retested, and then now from 34,000 levels we are seeing market at almost at 39,160. Our view is market is still bullish, and FIs are here to pull it up. Tomorrow, if the market tends to move below 38,900, we may think of shorting. Else, I am still pretty bullish. Maybe I would even think of shorting it only if it moves below 38,900 levels or so. So be very cautious. Do not expect the market to become like this. Currently it is on the uptrend. I hope you observe the charts. It is not moving down. It's not moving down, it's rather moving up. So only below maybe these levels I am thinking of shorting. Else above this I am still on long. In fact, many of you of us have missed a very big rally here. So let's look at the open interest. If you see Bank Nifty open interest 39,000 seems to be good support with put writers uh, are almost, I would say, more than in fact the call writers. So market has a very good support at 39,000. The next level of resistance is somewhere at 39,500. PCR is somewhere close to 1.2. It is almost overbought but not completely overbought. The maximum pain is 39,000, and we can expect the market to move, or maybe to reduce the PCR to, since it looks little slightly overbought, it may tend to stay somewhere near or maybe near to below 39,000 levels. That is somewhere at maybe 38,950. It may give a slight dip and take a strong support and even move up. However, I am pretty sure the market will, the FIs, the operators will take the market up. So be very cautious on your shorts. Think of only longs. My pre-market, I would like to share two strike prices for tomorrow. That is 38,800 call and maybe 39,400 put. 39,400 put. So let me write this down for you. Buy 38,800 CE above and buy 39,400 PE above. Let me look at the charts, and then meanwhile we can have a look at Nifty. Nifty also has been pretty strongly moving up, pulling the entire, all the sectors in fact has pulled up with Nifty, except I think pharma, there was a slight dip recently, and maybe still we may see some big moves coming in, or maybe hopefully if the pharma stocks tend to stay above, then another big rally may creep in. So Nifty again, let's look at the open interest of Nifty as well. In the case of Nifty, I think there is a huge call writing at 17,700, which is where I think even on Friday market could not break above this level. So if market opens, market may tend to take a slight breather. It may tend to take to around 17,630 levels. So market may take a bit of a breather and then possibly move up again for higher levels. This has been a good channel. There was a slight breakout. It has moved into the channel again. So the chances are that it may come down and then possibly make another new high or maybe break the previous day's high. This is a very important level for tomorrow, as there is a writing at 17,700, 17,800. So if Nifty is able to sustain above 17,700, then possibly the next level of resistance is 17,800, and then a huge short covering rally can be possibly seen tomorrow. So this market pre-market levels are only for the first 1 hour. Generally, sometimes there are re-entries, or what you can say, market can tend to. So 455, 462 above is my buy. The present levels is around 437. I am expecting a target of 540 to 620. You may trail your stop losses. Possibly I suggest you buy 2 lots always, as per the risk appetite. And maybe exit one as per your one. You can trail your stop loss to cost, and maybe the other you can look at the second target as well. 39,200. Though typically I'm not expecting market to move down, I'm still sharing the put levels. I think possibly this Dow currently it's at 462. We may have to look at 530. Sell S490. Target could be physically, you can look at 620 to 666. So I share both the levels because market is always dynamic, and these are levels based on market profile and other factors. So good luck for tomorrow. The other factor I would like to update is Reliance. Reliance as holding strong. It looks like heading maybe towards 2,800 levels. I think earlier I had shared this view, and typically market the Reliance has moved, and currently trading at 2630 levels. One may still can hold on for a target of 2,750, 2,840 levels. Can we expect Reliance to move down a little bit? Yes, there is a possibility of coming down and then moving up. Now typically it is the decision of the FIs whether they want to move down or move up. There might be a slight breather. It may take the support at 2,600 levels and can move up again higher. Tata Steel we've been holding currently. Hindalco we exited. Has been pretty strong. The Tata Group products, not every stock has moved up. One may even look at Tata Chemicals for longs. For me, typically Tata Motors looks slightly bearish, or maybe we may even see some bit of correction or moving or typically coming down. In fact, it has already moved from 485 levels to 476. Uh, a slight more up down move can be seen in Tata Motors and then heading maybe upwards. Infosys also uh, need to be cautious as we see bit of a small weakness, not exactly a weakness, rather we see bit of moving down, stock tending to move downwards. uh, it may come to 1580 levels and then possibly we may see a rally. So these are healthy, these are not exactly crash, these are healthy corrections. uh, these are opportunities for us to be long and look for greater heights. Let's look at various sectors. In the sectors front, we see slight weakness in Nifty Pharma. Else, almost all sectors seems to be still bullish. Nifty IT also slight weakness is seen. A good rally Dow on the IT front from couple of days. Though it fell very badly due to the recession, especially in US, and then it has moved up pretty good. Nifty Pharma also looks a slightly weak. However, any up move, maybe above, if it is able to sustain 12,600, then it may be range bound as well, not necessarily that it has to move up. We already see slight kind of weakness here. As I mentioned, it may move down and then come up. So just be cautious on the pharma front. Um the reality sectors slightly taking off. Metals have moved pretty strongly. Uh, when they say reality, maybe we can look at Shobha or maybe DLF. Let's look at DLF. No much movements or momentum seen on DLF front, though it may take a bit of a support here at 350 and then tend to move up. So we may even look at Godrej properties, though I'm not really in. They're definitely doing pretty good in terms of their businesses. Godrej, as you see, has been moving down. If it is not able to sustain above these levels, then a next correction or move we could see possibly at 1248 levels. So I would not advise anyone to look at Godrej properties. So if you have any questions, please do ask. We would be glad to answer your queries. Good luck for tomorrow. Happy profiting, and please remember the words of RJ, and I think we all know most of the rules or views of RJ. One I remember very well is don't lose money, and don't forget the first rule. These are the main two rules which RJ taught us. So thank you all for your love and subscribing, for your likes. I'm sure you will share our channel with more of your friends. And if you want to earn in the stock market, the only way, or any market or any field for that matter, the only way to earn is through learning. Even a small boy of 20 or 18 years or even below are getting into the market